Hello there. Today I will play another rapid online chess game on Lichess. So we'll see how it goes. So let's try to get a challenge. I hope you're all alright. I'm still struggling with my allergies. So you'll hear in my voice that I'm a little stuffed in the nose. Okay, Rasta Coco, he's 1815. So he's some 50 points stronger than me. Okay, e4, I will play e5, see what he will do next. Knight f3, okay, let's try Petrov again, so knight f6. Okay, he plays the main line, so it's d6. And now I just take this pawn. So I don't advocate learning a lot of opening theories, but like I said, you should know some 5 to 10 moves maximum. And of main line and maybe main sideline. So this is how I play. So this is the main line Petrov, and I know how to play this. But now I'm not so sure. I was expecting queen e2. So now I have to think about the position. So if I play d5 is a natural move. It will attack the bishop, but then he can pin my knight here. And if I take the bishop, he can take my knight. And then win this pawn. So I don't particularly like this. But what if I play here, he goes to e5, e2, I take on c4, he attacks my knight, and then my knight is gone. Okay, so I think I'll just retreat my knight. Okay. I don't remember I came across this move in one of my previous games, to play bishop c4 so early. It will be interesting to look in the book after the game. What is the best move here? I don't think d5 works. But now it does. If he, for example, castles or something, then I can play d5, putting my pawn in the center, gaining a tempo, doing so. It could be playable. My opponent is taking his time here, as you can see. So he's obviously out of the book as well. So these are the kind of games I like. So it's move 5, and everybody's out of book. Okay, I'll just block this with my queen. I think this is the obvious response. Now if he wants to exchange queens, I'm fine with that. Yes. Okay, I recapture developing my bishop. Okay, now he attacks. He's obviously going for f7 now. I have to be extra careful. The easiest thing would be just to play d5, and then I'm blocking all these threats. And I don't see what can he do about this next, because all his pieces are not active. Even this bishop is blocked by this d2 pawn. So I think I can be safe just playing d5 here. Yes, let's do this. I like to check my opponent when I play, so I often get discouraged. So maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should play in Zen mode. Yes, I see he's much stronger than me in Classic. Just let me try the Zen mode. What would happen? Oh, it's nice. Okay, what is he doing now? Now I can castle because he'll just grab my h7 pawn. You can see this is attacked twice, obviously. So maybe I should kick this knight back and then just castle by playing h6. But this is yet another pawn move. Maybe I can develop instead. So I'm now thinking, can I somehow kick his knight or block this bishop without making a pawn move? But I don't see how, and I really want to castle. Okay, let's play h6. Now I have g5 under control for some future attempts. It looks nice, and you can see that this bishop is not his bishop is not very well placed here. It is blocking the d pawn, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the game will be decided by tactics, like every other game at my level. Okay, I'll just play here. So whoever makes the second to last blunder wins. This is usually how it is on this level. So I don't think this is a problem for him to have his d pawn blocked, because he can just fianchetto his bishop and he'll be fine. Okay, now he's attacking my d5 pawn. I could be tempted to play c6 here, and this is actually a good pawn structure against his bishop, but this is another pawn move. I really don't like this. And then I'm blocking this c6 square for my knight. Is this really a threat? I mean, this knight is not on f6. It's not so easily kicked away. So this knight defends my pawn. It's okay. But maybe I would like to... Where do I want my b8 knight? Here on d7 or here on c6? What is better in the future? Let me just think about this for a second. On c6 it's controlling d4 square. So I should develop either my knight or my bishop now. Or I can play rook e8. Then he'll probably castle. But I have to play rook e8 anyway. Okay, I see this threat now. You see, it took me a while. Ideally, after my hundreds of hours of tactics training, I should see this immediately and react to this threat. But okay. Okay, so maybe I will play c6 because it dominates his knight. Then all the squares for his knight are. And then he can go here, but nothing happened there. Okay, let's play c6. I'm sorry, I had to cut this a little bit out because I had some technical difficulties. Okay, so my opponent, if you didn't see, he played b3 now. Okay, so he obviously wants to fianchetto his bishop. and I'm okay with this. I now have to develop, and I will play rook e8 here, because now I'm threatening my bishop. I'm threatening this cover check, so he'll probably just castle, but okay. I would play, so this is the move with little commitment, because I would play rook to e8 anyway. But on the other hand, it's not. I'm not very happy with my pieces here. It's move 12, and I'm not so well developed. I should try to start to develop my pieces quickly. But neither is he. Okay, he has 3 pieces out, but they're not so well placed, especially this light square bishop, and he didn't castle. Okay. I will now just develop my bishop on the most active square. And I will play bishop g4 now. Just let me check if there is something unpleasant going on. I don't think so. So, okay. So bishop g4. Now I can even exchange this knight. If he tries to chase me away, I will just capture the knight, and then he'll have these double pawns here. Which doesn't matter much because queens are off the board, but in some endgame scenario he would be worse. Okay, knight to e5, threatening obviously this to capture this bishop. What else does he threaten here? Nothing much. Well, I don't think I will let him have this bishop. Although it's not very strong bishop, but I will give him the bishop pair advantage, and I don't want to do this. So maybe I'll just retreat here to e6. And then I can play knight d7. Or I can maybe give away the bishop, play knight e7 instead. He captures the bishop. I capture with the forward move. So this should be okay. So he captures, I capture. He'll probably kick my knight here with something like h3. But then I can take this e5 square with my knight. That would be nice. Okay, I will just I will give away my bishop, because you see my pawns are on the light squares, so this is not my best bishop, and I will just develop. So he'll probably capture. I will just pre-move the recapture. And if he doesn't, if he captures my knight, for example, then I will recapture with my bishop. But okay, this went well. So if he tries to kick me away, I think I will play knight to e5, just attacking his bishop here. Then he can maybe play bishop f5, attacking my knight, which is defended by this knight, but this knight is not very stable. So I could, for example, then just put my, oh, double attack. Okay. So he attacks my both knights at the same time. Okay. Now his bishop is unopposed, his light square bishop. So he will probably try some kind of attack on the light squares. Okay, so I can choose to go here or here. I don't like it to go here because I will just lose the piece. He'll attack me, and then this knight will fall on d6. So I just play the safe move. I can even think about kicking this bishop with h6. Why not? He probably thinks about fianchetto, then attacking my knight in the future, and then this knight is weak. But I think I can just play rook to d8, centralizing my rooks, and then I have everything covered. So I'm following John Bartholomew's advice here. Always centralize your rooks and make sure that all your pieces are protected. So no unprotected pieces here. And this knight on d7 is not, technically it's not protected. So if you have a piece which is attacked once and defense once, then you should treat it as an unprotected piece. I think it was Nimzowitsch who first stated this principle, but John Bartholomew is also known for this. Okay, I can now try this c5 push here maybe. And just ignore this threat because I don't see any immediate threat to this knight on d7. It is unprotected. Okay, so what if he captures? I recapture with knight or with my bishop, but then I have this isolated pawn. No, it's not very nice. Maybe after b6 then c5. Did he create any outposts maybe for with this? I'm not sure. He definitely restricted my knight by this move. So I guess this is good for him. So I should be thinking about making c5 break as soon as possible. Maybe win immediately. I should play b6 and then c5. And if I play c5 and he captures, I recapture. What then? Oh, then this one is loose. Yeah, this is the problem. This pawn will be protected only by f6 knight, and f6 knight is guarding my d7 knight. Okay, now I see what John Bartholomew thinks by don't leave your pieces unprotected. Because you see here in this variation, a few moves ahead, I just start to lose material because this knight cannot move. It has the duty to protect this 7th knight. Okay, but now I'm fine. I'm not sure about this position. Who is better? I mean, white is probably slightly better. He has more active bishop here. But I have centralized rooks. So okay, now he brings his other bishop here. What does he want to do? Okay, he's controlling this diagonal. Shouldn't I just proceed with my plan? b6, c5. Or maybe I should try to remaneuver my knight to more active square, and now eyeing for this e4 square. So here, and then my knight is okay there. And what about this c5 idea? No, I think I should play with my pieces. So let's let's first take care of my pieces, and then I can then I will think about pawns. My pieces are very inactive. My neck got some little stiff. Well, I could talk about psychological factor here. So I'm facing a stronger opponent. I'm not so very happy with my position. I'm low on time, so it doesn't look good for me. I don't have any big tactical opportunities here. I could play bishop b4 because his knight is now unprotected. And then he will have to make a backward move with his knight. That would be fun. And then I'm the one with active bishop here. I'll definitely consider this move. Also, this is possibility, bishop d6, trying to exchange the bishops. But then I take this square for my knight. So he's taking his time here. Okay, so he wants to attack my knight. Should I just play bishop to b4 here? This now looks like a very nice hole for my bishop. Oh, I see another threat coming. Bishop to c6, and he can now threaten both my knight and my rook. So this is why I can't play this a5 move, because then this double attack would just ruin me. Okay, so this bishop is more dangerous than I thought. Maybe I will just try to exchange it as soon as possible by playing d6. Yes, I don't like the possibility of bishop c7. And I had this game. I think it was I'll just play this. So this was in the, I don't know, it was over the board tournament or Lichess League, some long game in which I allowed the bishop to penetrate on c7, and it was a disaster. So I should have learned from this mistake, but I obviously didn't. Because if he played c7, where would my rook go? It should go all the way to a8. It will be just terrible. I have to play a little faster now. Less talking. Okay, okay, if he captures, I will obviously recapture. I can pre-move this, but I don't think he'll capture this bishop. He'll just move it to probably e2 or d2 or e3 or something like this. And then I can think of playing maybe a5. And then I have this nice hole for my bishop. Not a very pleasant position. Okay, bishop e3. I think I'll play a5 now just to stop this further expansion. Okay, let's play a5. Okay, now I can think of maneuvering my knight all the way to e7 and then attacking his bishop here. That might work. If you move his bishop, or this bishop away, for example, something like here, then I have this move, knight g4, with a double attack on the h2 pawn and e3 bishop. Then I could get his bishop pair back. Okay, he moves his knight, so now he's also maneuvering. So he wants his knight here on f4. And then, okay, then he has active knight. Okay. To see if this bishop now moves, this knight is unprotected, so this should be kept in mind. Okay, I can just continue activating my knight here. So I'm continuing my maneuvers, and I have 2.5 minutes. I'm very bad in time pressure. Like I said, my blitz rating is the worst rating in all my categories, so I'm very bad in blitz, and now I basically have to play blitz, so I don't expect much from this game. And also now this e4, so if I had more time to think, I would probably notice that by moving his knight, this e4 square becomes very valuable. So I should keep that in mind as well. Okay, now he goes for a full attack. Okay, so I wonder what happens if I just harass his bishop with g6. What can he do? He has to move his bishop away, and then I can just capture this with double attack. Okay, it looks too simple, too good to be true. But I don't see what can he do. I really don't. And I don't have much time. So let me just quickly double check what are possible threats, captures. Okay, he can just capture my knight. But I'm okay with that. And then he can play something like g5, and yes, I'm okay with that. I will just play g6. Now he'll probably capture my knight, so I'll just pre-move this recapture. Because if he doesn't, he just loses pawn and then the bishop. Okay, I didn't see this, of course. I completely missed this move. Okay, what now? Now I am the one losing the pawn. Okay, let's just capture this pawn. I don't have much time. And now my knight here will be pinned. I probably have to play something like bishop e7 to unpin the knight. Okay, unpinning the knight. Now this is idea. Okay, now he plays very good, so he cleared the position. So his bishops are very active on the king side. No pawns on the king side. So he has very active bishops. I'm just looking here. I could have played maybe king to g7, and then I'm attacking his knight with my rook. But that will be just hope chess. He'll probably see this. I think this is much safer. Now I can just move. I have unpinned my knight, and I can activate my knight on e4. Okay. Now he protects his knight, obviously. I'll just play... oh, but I can't play this now because I have only one piece. In fact, I can. Okay. Now we'll just recapture this. Or this. I think if he takes on e7, I'll just capture with my rook. If he takes here, I'll just capture with my pawn. You know, I have this feeling, and this happens lots of time when I play, especially when I am in Timetrouble, that I don't see how the things. I think I see like 20% of the stuff which goes on the board. So I'm just waiting for some move which I completely missed and which loses instantly. This is the feeling. So, like I said, I wanted to talk about psychology also, how I feel during the game. So this is nice idea. Of course, he will not allow this, but oh, okay, my arrows started to be disobedient. So this is what I wanted to show. Okay, he retreats his bishop now. Of course, this will not work because d2 is under protection. Okay. I'll just continue with the pressure. Okay, I'm really low on time. I should stop talking now. So I'll try to make every next move within 10 seconds or less. I think I'll just get used to this recording and talking aloud, because obviously I usually don't have this problem to having time trouble every time I play. But in this format, when I speak, when I try to explain my ideas, I just lose too much time. So I think with time I will get better at this. Okay, I'll just capture this. Oh no! Oh, blunder! No, I should have captured this first. Ah, No, I just resign. Okay. Thank you. Well played. Okay, so I blundered because I played very fast, obviously, and I saw this. I saw this variation in my head. So if he takes, I just had to take back this this bishop, and I will be fine. But okay, let's analyze this. I'll turn on the engine. And the book. Okay, first the book. I want to see what after this. So this is our main line, and then bishop c4. No game found. Okay, can you see this? Yes. So no game found. So this is completely out of the book move. So okay, this is why I never countered this. And he does suggest to play d5. Let's see how would this play. So d5. He has to move away, and then I can just block. Okay, this is interesting. I will remember this. Okay, so just to see if the analysis is done. Okay, so you see that my position was not so bad actually until I blundered the piece under the time pressure. Okay, so far 1 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, and 1 blunder. So I played very well actually. I was always thinking that I had the worst position, like for example in here, but it looks like that my position was okay most of the time. Okay, 0 mistakes, 1 blunder. So this last blunder is what decided the game. And you see, this is what I was talking about in my previous videos. So you can know all the chess theory there is, but at the end, blunders decide the game. It could be due to the time pressure or anything else, but it's always some kind of blunder. Okay, let's go just quickly through the game. I just want to see some crucial moments. Okay, you see, so engine wants to develop the pieces. So he suggests knight c6 over and over again. This is interesting, and it makes complete sense. Okay, now I got this move right. Oh, he even likes this move. He even likes me giving up the bishop. He doesn't like it very much because my can you see? No, you can't. Oh, yes, so you can see the evaluations. So he doesn't even judge me for giving up my bishop here. Okay, this is also, I guessed this move. Okay, for a brief moment he did suggest rook d8 and also this idea. So I had some good ideas in this game. Now he suggests this. He suggests this, but I try to maneuver my knight. Okay, maybe I should have played this bishop here earlier. Oh, this is interesting. So he also is thinking about maneuvering the knight, but this way. No. Okay, this is much faster actually, because I was thinking. Sorry, I was thinking this 1, 2, 3 moves to attack his bishop, and he found only two moves to be able to threat his bishops. Okay, very interesting. Knight on f8. It was like in the last game. Always play knight f8. That should be my rule. Okay, now it's equal. replace a4, and now he wants me immediately to jump to e4, although this loses a pawn. Well, let's check this out. So what happens? Play bishop d6. He doesn't like this move. Okay, knight e3, bishop e3, and now he wants me to play g6 immediately. Okay, I played a5, knight e2, knight c8. What does he think about this move? He doesn't like it. It's a backward move, but from human perspective, I like this move because what can this knight do here? Nothing. It's completely blocked. g4. Okay, now engine doesn't like this. g6. Engine says minus 1.1, so he likes this move. He should have captured, but he didn't. I captured, so this was engine's choice. He captured. Rook e7, sorry, bishop e7, this was also the engine's choice. Bishop d3, knight e4 now, okay, very good. Knight e3, knight g5 now. What does he suggest? He just suggests a knight to d6, which also makes sense. Okay, but still I have the advantage. Knight takes, and I should, okay, he says that I should capture with my rook here. Yes, and then when he captures my bishop, I can just get the knight. But let's see if this idea worked. So if he captured, okay, he can get to this pawn. No, okay, this is just some desperado capture. So he captures, I capture, and everything is equal. Oh, I'm minus 0.3, so I still have an advantage. Okay, so all in all, this was actually a good game from my part. Most of the times I played good moves, even the strongest moves suggested by the engine. So I guess I can be satisfied, but I'm not much satisfied, not because I lost because of the blunder and time pressure, but because I really felt confused in several times. I wasn't sure what's going on the board. I had this feeling that I see only 20% of the things, and 80% of the things on the position are hidden from me. So, okay, I guess I have to keep working on my chess and get used to this format and not getting into time trouble. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe, leave your comment below, and see you soon with more chess. Cheers.